Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Aussie StarCraft. I thought as a bit of a treat today, I'd give you a bit of a preview of the new 2014 release Titanfall. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, it's a first-person shooter produced by Respawn Entertainment, and certainly one of the big-name titles of this year. And we'll show you why for a reason. It's very much an awesome combination of first-person shooter, awesome Titan action. If you don't know what a Titan is, think of Pacific Rim, the movie from last year, where the awesome massive machines duked it out with alien space monsters, and consider that a combo of first-person shooters, Pacific Rim, and parkour. You know, wall running and all that sort of thing. And you have Titanfall. So I thought we'd just run you through the trial just to show you what got me so excited about this game. Even just doing the train last night made me crack up laughing with just how awesome and detailed the graphic design was. So just going to run through these quite quickly and give you a bit of an idea of just how much range of motion you've got. Check out these things. So naturally we're just going to work our way through these. So you notice it grabs the edge of the thing, and you can also whoops, probably should sprint. Yeah. Like you'll notice your character grabs ledges and all that sort of thing. And I've played a few rounds of multiplayer already. I gotta tell you, it does get pretty busy. People, titans, and action everywhere. One of the reasons I love this game though was when I got to this point. Check out just how cool it is. You can wall run. Ready? So we go jump, and then you can run up the wall. I thought that was pretty sick, but it gets even better. Check it out in a minute. Now we better jump off. You can even link them, so you can wall run and jump to the other side. I thought that was pretty sick. And then, just made it. So, as you can imagine, you get pretty sick range of motion as you sort of make your way around the map. You can do this even in multiplayer games. You just literally any surface is free game. So there's no guidance. We just sort of have to make our way through it ourselves. So we'll go up here. We should be good. I'll get onto this ledge. Alright. And here, let's go this way. Nice. Alright, so it's pretty awesome, just the sheer range of motion you got. Now we combine the next skill they sort of added into the game. They've given you like a extra jump boost, so you can actually double jump. I think a few of you remember really old FPS games had the double jump feature, so that's really cool. Allows you to sort of reach a lot higher heights than you would ordinarily make, and you'll see just how that comes into effect when we play some multiplayer in the next video. It literally makes the entire map fair game. So in this one we've got to try and make our way to the exit up there, and we've got a lot of options for choices to make our way. I think the easiest way is probably over here. And there we go. So as you can see, you can do some absolutely crazy things that defy gravity, but that's part of the fun. You've also got a few extra toys at your disposal, one of which we're going to learn about now. You can see there's a few guys up there. So we've actually got a cloak. And if you cloak and move past these guys, they're not going to detect you. But just a word for the wise, multiplayer, obviously when you cloak, people can still see a sort of shimmering outline, so try and not cloak and just sprint through the middle of the map. People will still see and shoot you. Very easy to fool a Titan if you're cloaked, but humans a lot easier. But the pilot interface that people can see through, as we'll see in a minute, makes it just a little bit harder to detect cloaked units. As usual, for most FPS, the mainstay is you've got the sort of melee attack, so pretty subtle. You can perform an execution from behind, always very gratifying, makes it nice and easy and quick to move through. Alright, this is the smart pistol. Now this is pretty funny. In the FPS scene, aimbots have always been considered hacking and devious and non-skill related weapons, but Titanfall actually packs a pistol with an aimbot in it. So as you can see, it's automatically, if you're anywhere in the reticle, it automatically like targets the person's head. So we'll see just the extent Boop, and there he goes. So it's quite funny. In practice, it's a lot less broken than it seems. Pilots, which is the name for the characters, take a lot more effort to kill than these grunts do. As you can see, we've locked on 4 targets and we can just rapid fire, and they all go down, which is pretty hilarious. But yeah, it doesn't work out to be quite as broken as you might think in practice. See, this is a pilot, it takes 3 shots, and as you can see, look how long it takes to sort of do that. If you try and do that face to face with someone with an assault rifle, they're just going to gun you down. So, always a little bit of balance involved, and one of the things that's really impressed me about playing Titanfall multiplayer thus far is it's actually incredibly well balanced, regardless of the class you pick, regardless of oh, looks like we're going to do a bit of assault rifle training now. Regardless of the class you pick or the Titan class, you tend to be quite balanced. There's no one class that just seems to be incredibly broken. For those of you that will remember some of the Call of Duty series, the dual submachine guns tended to be very broken on tight maps, and there's always a little bit of that, you know, classes that suit particular maps better than others. But in practice in Titanfall, it's actually proved the map balance is quite excellent. We're just practicing throwing grenades through windows. And 4. Alright. So yeah, the maps are incredibly well balanced. There's about 15 maps in the basic game, which is an incredible range of maps. Average game generally features about 8 or 10. Ooh, looks like we're actually going to be trying to fight a bunch of simulated enemies. So we have them incoming now. We'll use the smart pistol for a little bit. Alright, let's... Oh! Alright, pistol's probably not the ideal weapon at this range. We'll actually work our way through the map, I think. Just for some fun. And we'll go cloak. Alright, now we'll try some fanciness in just a second. Whoop. Now remember, the smart pistol is your primary weapon, so your secondary weapon is another pistol. And so if you're not careful, you're pretty vulnerable at long distance. No assault rifle does make it quite easy for people to just take you on from a distance, so you've got to be careful about where you choose to engage people. Ooh, looks like we might have an enemy Titan incoming. So let's see where he's... Oh, hello boys. Alright, gotta be careful. His firepower's a lot more substantial than mine, particularly with the... But the stealth messes them up pretty good. We don't want to get caught in the open though, so let's try and move through here. Now, as you can see, the glowing red spots are places where he's just a little bit easier to critically damage. Oh, out of ammo. That's a bit poor timing when you're face to face with a giant killing machine. Whoa. Alright. There we go, I think we took him out. Now as you see, he's on fire, he is going to explode. He's still able to shoot during this time, but if you don't want to be anywhere near them when they explode. So let's work our way back up to the high ground. I love just how freely you can move around in this game. It's by far my favourite function. I often get a little bit distracted and just end up freestyle running around the map. Not good when you're being shot at, but always a bit of fun. I just love... Oh, here's our Titan incoming. Alright, if that's not awesome, I don't know what is. And we can... Oh, there we go. Swing our way in. Alright. Now, in your pilot you can't in your Titan, sorry, you naturally can't wall run. That's a bit of a given. but we've got this quad missile launcher, which is pretty sick. And we've also got a sprint function, which will... And just in case you're wondering, we do have a melee attack in the Titan. It's pretty impressive. Just squishes things to a pulp. So, very cool, Titan warfare. As you can see, killing the basic units is not too difficult in a Titan. So we'll clean this up quite quickly and then move on to what should be the final training. There'll be a Titan battle or two, and if we can work our way through those, it should be the end of the scenario. Just while we're working our way through this, I'll just explain a few things. Looks like you can just run over them as well. That's quite cool, I haven't done that before. So you can melee them, you can also run straight over them. Now in multiplayer there's two types of enemy units, well 3 if you include the Titans. There's minions, which are just like bots, there's pilots, which are humans, and there's also Titans. So there's 3 sorts of categories of enemies. Looks like in this one we've got to use the Titan dash, so I'm going to try and work our way through this one. It's a bit monotonous, but alright, you see in the middle the yellow square with the 2 boxes in it, that's showing the recharge on both our dashes. Alright, now the goal is to get up this hallway without getting cleaned up by rocket launchers. Now, see, that's a rocket launcher at the end of the corner. Oh, get in there! Oh, too late. Alright, a little bit slow. Oh, no! Oh, we missed it! There we go. Maybe we won't stick our head out just yet. We've got to wait for that dash meter to fuel back up. There we go. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. Unfortunately we can't just like blow the rocket launcher apart, that would be convenient. There we go. Ooh, vortex shield. Now this is pretty cool. One of the Titan defenses, designed to make him just a little bit more tanky. A vortex shield, almost like something out of the Matrix where you can like just stop bullets with your hand. Pretty cool. Alrighty, once he opens up on us, we're gonna use the vortex shield. And as you can see, we just threw them all back at him, just owned him in one volley. So it normally takes a lot more than that to kill a Titan, but just for demonstration purposes. Alright, so we've got to get out of our Titan in this one. No. Alright, E is going to eject. We run in here, we say hello, hack the panel. Oh, whoops, press and hold. Okay. Now I'm not sure how a knife can hack anything, but in Titanfall it does. And there we go, we can actually remote control our Titans, which are pretty cool. Alright. Alright. Let's make it follow us, so V's actually going to walk it around here. There we go. Good boy. Who's a good Titan? Alright. Alright, let's go for it. Whoop. Okay. Enough playing around. Alright. Now make our way through. And now we're in what I believe is the last pilot training module. We're just going to take on a few Titans. Now I know it's not the most epic action to be fighting against bots and doing the train module, but I think it's important to see a few of these so that you can understand just how versatile the multiplayer actually is. It is epic. It's certainly one of the funnest FPSs I've ever played. So in this, you've got a secondary fire function, which in this Titan at the moment is a rocket salvo. As you can see, it's fairly untargeted, but it does add quite a bit of additional firepower to you. Alright. Now we're going to use everything we've got, try and take down as many of these Titans as possible. Now like most FPSs, if you take some damage and then manage to get down under some cover, it will tend to make you survive a lot more. Alright, he's in some trouble there. Oh, there he goes. Alright, next Titan coming. As you can see, that light white bar on top of my health bar is my Titan shield, so if you're careful and stay behind cover and duck in and out and kite as best you can, you tend to actually survive quite a lot longer. See, we've taken some damage, but kiting in behind you. Whoa. Oh, he took a bit of damage there. He's obviously got a much nastier. He's got a much nastier melee attack than we do. Oh. So he took about 20% damage there, which isn't bad, but certainly in multiplayer that health just goes down with record time, so you've got to be super careful. Oh, being outnumbered is really bad. You'll die super quickly. Whoa. Alright, took down another Titan, which is always good. So, use the vortex shield there to throw a few of his bullets back at him. Always nice to alternate between your shields, your regular shields and your vortex shield. But now they have shields, so they're going to be a lot harder to kill than they were in previous incarnations. So, see, oh, there he is. Oh, I'm pinned. Oh, whoops. You gotta remember your Titan is a lot less maneuverable than you are. So, a shield may regenerate. It's really important to note your shields will regenerate, but your Titan's health does not. So if it goes right down, then you just die. Oh. Right, just try and use this building to our advantage. Right, that Titan's almost doomed. Alright, now that'll, oh. Oh no! We really need to get out. No! Okay. Alright, time to eject, boys. Alright. So when your Titan gets too beat up, punch E really quickly, and then you launch up into the air like this, and parachute back down. Alright, so that takes us through all the training. Hope you enjoyed a brief sort of rundown of just what you can sort of get up to in Titanfall. In the next video we'll take a bit of a look at multiplayer. So hope you enjoyed it. This is Aussie StarCraft, and we'll catch you in the next cast.